And with governors beginning to propose plans to reopen their states, President Trump says he will be the one to decide when restrictions are lifted and compares governors who say otherwise to mutineers. Paula Reid is at the White House tonight with the very latest. Paula?
Nora, up until now, the president has largely deferred to state governors to decide how their local economies will respond to this outbreak. But now he says it's up to him to decide how those local areas reopen, even though the Constitution clearly says otherwise. President Trump is counting on members of a new task force to advise him on how and when to reopen the country, a decision many of the nation's governors say is for them to make, including Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York, who is warning of a constitutional crisis.
The president's position is just absurd. It's not the law, it's not the Constitution. We don't have a king. We have a president.
Some governors are simply ignoring the president and coordinating with nearby states on how to gradually ease some restrictions. California Governor Gavin Newsom laid out a framework for eventually reopening his state, including reconfiguring classrooms and restaurants for fewer seats.
You may be having dinner with a waiter wearing gloves, maybe a face mask, dinner where the menu is disposable, where the tables, half of the tables in that restaurant no longer appear.
Everything we did was right.
During an angry press conference Monday, the president showed a video timeline of the federal government's response. But Mr. Trump was unable to answer what his administration did to prepare for the virus in the entire month of February, after banning most travelers from China on January 31st.
The argument is that you bought yourself some time and you didn't use it to prepare hospitals, you didn't use it to ramp up testing. Right now,
you're so disgraceful. It's so disgraceful the way you say that. Let me just, listen, I just went over it.
To make people
I just went over
in
it.
an unprecedented crisis.
Nobody thought we should do it, and when I did it.
But what did you do with the time that you bought?
You know
the
what we did?
month of February.
You know what we did?
Was a gap.
What do you do?
Month of February.
What do you do when you have no case in the whole United States?
You had cases
when
in February.
excuse me, you reported it. 0 cases, 0 deaths on January 17th.
February, the entire
January.
month of
I said in January.
Your video has a complete gap.
The White House still has not provided an answer to that critical question. In tonight's briefing, though, the president announced that he is suspending hundreds of millions of dollars in funding to the World Health Organization, accusing it of mishandling the coronavirus outbreak and of favoring China. He also announced a $25 billion deal to bail out the airlines. Nora?
Paula, thank you.